Hey, what's going on YouTube? Jaeger the Viking here, bringing you some UFC Undisputed 3 100 ranked wins or bust. And I apologize, I've been so inactive recently. I really don't know what I've been doing. I've been busy, and then I was sick for a few days. And I don't know, I just haven't really thought about YouTube. I really don't know what I've been doing. But, you know, now I've taken a little break. Hopefully I didn't shoot myself in the foot too much with the views. Anyway, fighting here, playing as Anthony Pettis, going up against Sherk in this one, and I've got a big advantage standing. You know, Anthony Pettis has phenomenal kicks as well as, you know, just decent overall striking. Sherk, not so much. You know, he can hold his own, but he's definitely not a stand-up fighter as much as he is a ground fighter. You know, even his ground game's not that phenomenal. I'm looking at his stats right now. Really what it is his takedowns. But he is a quick fighter. He's got good cardio. He's a strong fighter. Athletically, he's pretty well-rounded. So, you know, going into this fight, I was definitely looking to keep it standing a good amount while still, you know, having a little bit of control on the ground. And you saw me there early in the fight, getting him on the ground, just trying my best to control him. Right there, landing a couple really nice kicks. Going for another kick, and he is just not doing anything to defend against my kicks as I get him rocked, but he's going to go in for a takedown, and he is successful in that. Unfortunately, not able to finish him off early in the fight. Now, he is on top of me. I'm grapple blocking a bit, trying to make sure he doesn't transition on me. That's just what I'm trying to avoid, a transition. I'm hoping the ref breaks it up soon. Unfortunately, he's going to break my hold, landing a couple of punches there. And I did not have the patience to wait for the ref to break it up again. You know, I could tell the ref was getting close to breaking that up. You know, we had gone a good amount of time without anything happening. But then once he broke free, I just lost patience, decided to push him off. But he's going to get me right back on the ground, so I'm going to get up again. He's going to run at me. I'm going to land a kick to the midsection, throw a couple shots, and he's going to go for yet another takedown. And that's something this guy was doing a ton this fight. He would go to the body a couple times. I would respond to it with a kick. And, you know, he would go for a takedown. Or I wouldn't necessarily always respond with a kick, but I would respond to it anyway. I've been responding with a lot of kicks in this fight because I'm not having much trouble landing them. You know, Anthony Pettis having such great kicks, being the quicker fighter here too. I was able to land a lot of really nice kicks. But right here, that is the end of the round. At the end of the first round, I'd say it was a pretty balanced round. I had a good amount of control on the ground early in the round. I'd say I was definitely winning in the stand-up. You know, I landed some really nice shots, but then he did take me down a ton. He was doing a great job with takedowns. So as much as I was landing the bigger shots and I had better control on the ground, he was doing a good job getting me on the ground. So, you know, I'd say fairly balanced first round. You know, neither one of us was the obvious victor in any of those categories. You know, we both did a pretty solid job in that first round with everything. But right here, I'm going for a takedown, able to get it. He's trying to push me off, but I am not going to allow it. What I'm trying to do is establish some control here. He does not let me, but getting up, I'm going right to the head with kicks again. Just going for those vicious head kicks, hoping to land some major shots early in this fight. Right here, we were in the clinch. We're both going to kind of try to get out of there. And, you know, if we're both going for the same thing, that's an easy thing to accomplish. But right here, got him on the ground, up against the cage. He's able to stand up, so I'm going to use this opportunity to start throwing some knees, some elbows, just doing whatever I can. Right there, I was grapple blocking, hoping that he would make an attempt to do something. But I ended up just wasting a little bit of time. Right here, he is just going to the midsection with kicks, with knees, with punches. You know, this guy was just attacking my midsection in this fight. And you can see it, you know, on my right side. You can see it's starting to get red. So I start protecting my midsection a bit too. Which, you know, that is a good strategy to attack the midsection. It kind of makes me cautious in another way. Because, you know, if you go to the head, and that's actually something I need to work on. If you go to the head over and over, they just need to protect their head. And then all they need to do is focus on, you know, counter strikes while protecting their head. While if you start attacking the midsection, which this guy is doing, all of a sudden you've got to start protecting, or all of a sudden they've got to start protecting their midsection. and that leaves the head open for some nasty shots. So that's something I definitely need to work on in the future, going after the midsection, because I really noticed, especially looking at this fight a second time, how big of a factor that is. The fact that he's going to the midsection, I remember my thought process was really kind of, what do I even do? All of a sudden, instead of just having one thing to focus on, which is protecting yourself, now you have to focus on two aspects of it, and that is how you're going to protect yourself. So, which part of your body you should be protecting at that time. Adds just mixing it up, something I definitely need to work on, something I'm gonna look to do in the future. That's something you definitely learn a lot playing online matches. The way different people play really kind of helps you mold your own game, helps you improve as a player. And for whatever reason in sports games, I've never really been big on playing online unless I'm playing with friends. But after playing UFC online, you really do learn a lot about the game. But anyway, at the end of 2 rounds, he has done a lot of damage to my midsection. I've done a good amount of head damage. I had him rocked real early in the fight. Ground game wise, I'd say we're about even. Going into the round, I went for a flying knee right there, and then I went for a second one. I wasn't quite sure if it was in my moveset. After going for it the first time, I figured I might as well try to land it, but it is putting me in a bad situation. Every time I'm going for that move, it gives him opportunities for counter strikes. I ended up going for it a few times early in this round, and I was not able to land it any of those times. He was just doing a good job protecting his head. Right there, I am able to land it though, and I know that move does some damage. Right here, landing a spinning back kick, and I'm just doing a lot of damage right now, going for some powerful moves. Tried to go for a takedown, but he is not going to allow it. Tried again, too far away, not able to even connect with that takedown. Right now, I'm just going for takedown after takedown and getting stuffed repeatedly. That definitely gets frustrating when you just cannot get a takedown, but there, another flying knee, really doing some damage with that. Now we have him on the ground, and I'm just doing whatever I can to control him, grapple blocking right here. I didn't really want to start transitioning yet. I just wanted to grapple block, let him, try to move me around a bit. But we end up getting up. He is able to push me off. I'm going to get a takedown. He was going for a knee to the midsection. I'm going to use that to my advantage, taking him down. And right here, have an opportunity to do some damage. Got some separation on the ground, but he is able to pull me down. So I am unable to land any more powerful shots, and then I'm going to end up standing with him again. He's going for some big shots, some spinning back fists, but still mixing it up with some kicks and some knees to the midsection. Really just keeping me on, or trying to catch me off guard, kind of keeping me honest is the term I was looking for, I believe. I don't even know. Alright, but right here, he's running at me, and that's something he was doing a lot, just running at me with those knees to the midsection, and this time he's finally able to get me rocked. And, getting someone rocked going to the midsection, it's just, like, confusing. I don't even know, should I just be focusing? Actually, let me know in the comments, because I actually don't know in a scenario like this. If this guy's going after my body so much more than he is my head, should I just start focusing on the midsection and only protecting the head if that seems necessary? Because the way I've always played it is, protect the head unless, they've just gone body shot after body shot. And, maybe they rock you with a body shot. Then, of course, you want to protect your body. But, let me know what you're supposed to do in that scenario if you feel like helping me out. Because I don't know if I should have been, maybe later in the fight when I knew this guy was going body so much, maybe I should have been protecting my body and only protecting my head, in scenarios where I knew he was going head instead of protecting my body or instead of protecting my head and only protecting my body in certain scenarios. But anyway, at the end of the fight, really good fight. You see me drop him with a kick right there. He had a ton of takedowns, did a ton of body damage. I'd say I definitely did more head damage, and I'd say I had a bit more ground control, and we're going to see a split decision. I have never had that happen to me in this game. Maybe it's because I don't play it enough, but I've never had a split decision happen before. Great fight right there. If you enjoyed it, I would appreciate if you dropped a like. I'm out.